this morning, this video may be up by the time that you see this, but this morning I recorded a video about, it was my in-shower hair wash routine video. Now, I'm watching the video back with Donovan this morning, and I'm looking and I'm just like, all I can see is my spots. All I can see are my scars, my spots. I don't think they're called scars, but my post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. That's all I see. And they're visible right now. It's all over my face. It's all over my chest. It's on my arms. My back is like horrendous. And it's like, I don't see my back often. So watching the video this morning, I was like, oh my god, look at my fucking back. And it's just, it's getting to the point where it's like, it's very annoying. I feel like I want to cry, because that's the thing that I really hate about my appearance, is really my spots. And I feel like I've been trying to get it under control, and I caused them. I caused them. Just 100% I caused them. And I had like marks and stuff on my face. I think growing up my problem was more so like actual pimples and stuff. But now that I've been getting into kind of like skincare Twitter or YouTube or whatever you want to call it, and my friend, my best friend had got me an appointment to go to an esthetician, and I've been following what the esthetician said from that one time that I went, and I haven't been back because I've been broke. And it's like, I want to go back, but I'm broke, and it's coronavirus time, so they're not even doing facials or consultations or anything like that. All the people that I want to use that are black estheticians, they're not taking new clients and all that stuff. So it's just, everything just fucking sucks right now. And I've been listening to what the esthetician says, and it works. I'm pretty sure it works, because I had a mark right here that was recent, like from a couple months ago and stuff like that. But the thing is, I create new marks before my old ones get to fully fade away. And that's just on my face. The rest of my body is like fucking ridiculous. Like, my back is just insane. It's insanity. And I caused them. And I don't think I had this problem before because I didn't have nails before. This is my first time having nails in my life. I stopped biting my nails last year when we went to Italy. That was my first time not not biting my nails. This is my first time actually having nails. So I wasn't causing my skin as much trauma as I was before, because I didn't have nails to cause trauma with. Now I have nails, so when I have a bump or ingrown hair or a pimple or anything that's on my skin that I feel like should not be on my skin, I pick at it. I want it off me and get it off. I don't want it here. I don't want to feel that bump. I squeeze it. I do everything that you're not supposed to do to it. And I do this over and over and over again, and it'll be something that'll be like, it would have been a dot. It would have been like a little blip, and I turn it into these big ass, like this. This doesn't have to be like that. It was a dot, and I picked at it until it became that. And I have that like over my body, my butt. Y'all don't even want to see my butt, my thighs, the back of my legs, the side of my arms. My back is really my worst place, but it's literally everywhere that I can. And my brain, I low-key memorize where the last place I picked at, and subconsciously, sometimes consciously, I go and I look for them. I think I'll go and I look for them when I'm stressed out. So I know I have a scab on my back. I know I have a scab on this side of my back. I know I have a scab on my arm. And I'll go like this, and I'll feel where there's a lump, and then I'll pick at whatever it is that has a lump. So right now, I have a lump right here on my arm. And that's what I'll do, and I do this all the time. Like, I'll put my hand on my back and I'll feel, and I'm like, ooh, I feel texture, and I'll just pick it off. I'll just scratch until whatever it is gets off. And I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks, and I want to stop picking at my skin, and I don't know if it's possible for me to do. Anything is possible. But I tried. Okay, let me just walk through what happened. So I went on Google and I typed in how to stop picking scabs, because it's like it's to the point where this is becoming a thing. Like, I don't think it's normal. I don't think it's normal for me to be scratching myself the way that I do, like to get all these marks off and to get the texture off and stuff like that. I've tried exfoliating more in the shower. I've tried showering like more consistently. Every time I shower, I moisturize and all that stuff. And I don't really think that's the problem, because I don't get a lot of new bumps and stuff. And does shaving help with that? Because I don't like shaving. And I feel like I shaved and then I got ingrown hairs. And then once I got ingrown hairs, that just made it worse. Honestly, the only part that does not have spots is my vagina, which is very funny. I think I have one spot. Very proud of that. But everywhere else is ridiculous. Like, everywhere else don't even make sense. So yes, so I'm like, okay, how to stop picking scabs. So it says, make a conscious effort to protect your skin from minor cuts and scabs whenever possible. Throwing away tweezers or other tools you may use to pick out scabs. We have tweezers in the house, but Donovan kind of hides them, I think. Or I don't know. I feel like he hides them, but they don't be in the places they're supposed to be. Placing lotion on scabs to relieve itching. Yeah, like I said, I use almond oil and lotion. I be greasy all day. I'm moisturized. The only thing is that, like, let's say I don't shower for like a couple days. I think my skin gets dry really, really fast. So if I don't shower for like 2 days or something like that, my skin gets really, really dry. And I'm not the type of person to put on lotion when I feel like I'm dirty. Like, I'm not gonna put lotion on and I haven't showered. So I have to like shower more consistently. But at the same time, I don't know if how I'm showering is causing my skin to be dry in itself, because I shower with hot water. It's just like a whole thing. And then there's people, and it's like, I don't know if all of that stuff even really matters, because if there's people out there that don't give a two shits about what they put on their body, what they put on their face, what they eat, and they don't have the same skincare problems. So it's just kind of like, what the fuck do I do? But I'm gonna try and make, the point of this video is for me to know where I started from, because I'm gonna make a very, very, very conscious effort to get rid of my spots. Very, very conscious effort. Like, I have to, because I really don't like it. I really don't. I'll go and I'll put up a video, or I'll go to put something up on Instagram or Snapchat or something like that. Let's say a filter is, it's funny because the filter will be off. And I'll put a filter on my face and we see what the filter looks like and everything. And the filter picks up on the marks, on the dark parts of your face. Because assuming that'll be like your eyes, they're trying to accentuate your eyes, they're trying to accentuate your nose and your lips and all that stuff, where the shadows are. But if you have spots in your face, it's accentuating your spots. And that's what happens to me. So then I'll go on the computer, I'll look at the image and I'll look fine. And then I put the filter on that exaggerates my spots, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, why I look like that? And then I take it off, and then I still, now my spots are still exaggerated in my eyes, so I still see it, and it just does not, it's not healthy. I don't like how I look because of it. And I'm like, I would look so prettier, I would look so nice without them. And I don't feel like I should be having those thoughts and not try to actively do something to change it, because my plan originally was to wait until I have a good amount of money and just get chemical peels, and then once I get my chemical peels, then I'll be fine, because I won't have spots anymore and everything will be okay. And it's kind of like, that's not going to be enough, because I'm going to keep creating them faster than they can heal, and those things still take time. It still takes work. If I pick my skin after I get the chemical peel, guess what? I'm gonna still have spots. And it's like getting a BBL, you know. You still have to work out after you get the BBL, so you might as well just work out before you get the BBL. Like, it's like that. So I'm trying to figure it. I'm really trying to figure this out. So on my screen I have the information about picking. What does it say? Oh yeah, I clicked on how to stop picking scabs. There's 2 names for it. They call this dermatillomania, or an excoriation disorder. I do not pronounce things well at all, so I'm just gonna put the words here. And I think I might have that disorder because the way that I be picking my skin, I don't think it's healthy. I really don't. So it's a, what is it? So it says picking, let me just put the camera here because that's what I'm facing. It says picking at scabs. See, I'm already scratching. I'm itching, and I shouldn't be doing that. Picking at scabs or bumps from time to time isn't uncommon, but it can become chronic. Frequent picking can irritate existing sores and even cause new ones to form, which leads to scabbing and scarring. Some people pick several times a day. It is considered a mental health condition related to OCD. Now, everyone with OCD will develop a skin picking disorder, but many people who have this disorder often experience OCD too. So what are the signs? Trying to remove imperfections. Some people repeatedly scratch skin or try to rub out imperfections they see on their skin. This too can cause additional lesions, cuts, and sores, and I feel like I do that a lot. That's my whole thing. My whole problem is like, okay, I have this circle on I need to get it off, and then I'll start scratching. So I think that applies to me. My camera battery is about to die. Okay. So yeah, spending large amounts of time picking. Some people will do that several times a day. I feel like I definitely do spend a large amount of time picking. Developing scars from frequent picking. Avoiding public events because of their skin. Okay, some people with this condition may avoid the beach, gym, or venues that require less clothing because of their skin's appearance. Now, I am not to that point yet where I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to go outside because of how my skin looks, but I do not think that I am far from it. I think that because the worst part of my body is my back, I don't see it the same way that other people would, so it doesn't mentally stick out to me. Like, I'm not going to go out. I'll think about it when I put on a certain article of clothing, but it's just kind of like whatever, this is fine. But I'll go to like my mom's house or something like that if I haven't been there in a while, and you know, they'll say, oh my gosh, why does your skin look like that and stuff. So I know it's noticeable, and I notice it. I don't like it, so I'm not gonna avoid going outside because of it. But then again, I have makeup. So, see, I don't always wear makeup whenever I leave the house. Like I said, I don't think it's that bad because I don't think I'm ugly. It's not that deep of how to explain it. It's not enough to hinder me from going outside or stuff like that, but I do have like a cast of negativity about my appearance when I do go outside. With my skin, you know, no makeup and stuff like that. It's kind of like I know that I do not look like my best self. I don't feel attractive, but I don't feel like I should be shunned and put myself in a hole. It's not that deep. So these disorders are called repetitive self-grooming behavior, or also called body-focused repetitive behavior, BFRB. And other BFRBs include hair pulling or picking nails or nail biting. So this disorder often begins after one of two events or stimuli. So an infection, injury, or wound starts healing and creates a scab. When you get a scab, the scab instantly starts to itch. And I know for a lot of people, the scab starts to itch and then they just leave it alone. Me personally, I've never been able to leave that alone. Like from when I was a kid, I picked my scabs. It just, I don't know, it was satisfying. I would do it. The itching causes the person to scratch and pick. The new wound or lesion starts to heal and creates another scab that begins a cycle of picking. That happens to me a lot, and that's why my scabs get so big. My spots get so big because every time I pick off a scab, it makes the surface area, it kind of rips off the skin around the surface area, I think, and it in turn gets bigger and bigger and bigger every single time I do it, and God knows how many times I pick something. So there's that. And I think I was saying that I've been doing this from when I was a kid, but like I said, I didn't have nails, so it wouldn't be as easy for me to like scratch stuff off. Now I can like scratch stuff off because I have nails, and it's kind of like, that's another thing that I was kind of insecure about, not having nails. So am I gonna trade one insecurity for another? I'm gonna trade my nails for my skin. Shit, I just might, because at least I feel better about like how I look and stuff, but I still want to have nails, my own nails, without having to get my nails done every 5 seconds just to have nails. So I'm gonna have to find a way to do both. I'm gonna just find a way to do both, and that's why we're here on Healthline trying to find information. So skin picking disorders happens in both children and adults, almost any age. Women are more likely to develop it than men. So some co-occurring illnesses are OCD, body dysmorphia, depression, hair pulling, and nail biting and stuff like that. Those are all those are all things that can be occurring at the same time, right? So now I'm scrolling. How is a diagnosis made? You cannot diagnose yourself. You would have to go, for mental disorders, you would have to go somewhere to diagnose you. But I feel like this aligns with what I've experienced. So I'm going to just treat myself like how it says to be treated. And so here's the tips for management. They said therapy. I'm broke, so I ain't doing that. Medications. I don't like medications, so I ain't doing that. They're talking about antidepressants. I honestly 100% wholeheartedly think that with depression, if it's not caused by a hormone imbalance, even then that could still be food related or something like that. I wholeheartedly believe that medication don't fix shit. It makes whatever you're feeling, it makes you stop feeling. I'm like, I don't think that's the problem. I don't think that the problem is, I don't think that's the solution. I don't think the solution to the problem would be to make me stop feeling in general. Figure out why I'm depressed. Help me get to the root of the problem, fix the root of the problem. If I feel like my life doesn't amount to anything, why do I feel like that? Well, maybe I'm not doing anything with my life. Maybe I need to find something that gives me purpose. Maybe I need to start writing. I start find a job. Maybe I need to quit the job that I have. There's like so many things that I feel like affect our mental states and what gives us purpose and what make us feel alive. And I feel like depression is the lack of that. So find purpose, find something that makes you feel alive. I feel like that's 100% the cure to that. And like I said, I don't think medication will fix that, so I ain't gonna do that. How to cope. It says find a support group. No. Mental help. No. I'm not against going to a therapist. I just don't have money for it. Just want to make that clear. And then, because I'm pretty sure that, therapy, I don't think therapy will hurt at all. It's funny because when I was younger, my mom suggested that I don't even know if she remembers this, but she definitely told me that she thinks I should go to therapy, and I felt so mad. I was like, wow, you think I'm crazy? You want me to go to therapy? And it's kind of like, that's definitely not what therapy is for. You don't have to be crazy to have therapy. You might have some type of trauma or stuff that you need to work through, and that's why therapy, I think, is important. I've never been to a therapist, but I would definitely like to go to one because I feel like everybody can. Therapy is cool, kids, I guess. So 5 ways to deal with it. This is another article. This is from Talkspace, which is therapy, I think. But like I said, I'm broke, so I don't know how much Talkspace costs. But for this one, so 5 ways to deal with the disorder. 1 is to identify the trigger. So what causes you to pick at your skin? Some people pick out of boredom, displeasure at the blemishes, and in some cases, depression. If a person is triggered to pick their skin because of physical conditions like acne, also me, consulting a dermatologist may be the best option. Bruh. So when I went, I've tried this too. I've gone to a dermatologist for the first time in my life, for the first time in my life last year. And I went to a black dermatologist too because I wanted to make sure that I went to someone that understands me and understands my skin. It was in Manhattan. In my head, it's like, okay, Manhattan, that's fancy. That means that she must know what she's doing if she's in Manhattan and this is her practice or whatever. Sis told me to use sunscreen. And that was the end of it. It was sunscreen or chemical peel. There was no in between. There was no product recommendations. She was really like, listen, you just either gonna do sunscreen or you're gonna do a chemical peel. Chemical peel cost $300 something dollars. I ain't have $300 something dollars at the time, so I was not gonna do that. So I was told just to use sunscreen. So, and then when I went to the esthetician gave me sunscreen in addition to other like acids and it was sunscreen, lactic acid, buffet, which is a peptide serum, and a facial cleanser that has hyaluronic acid and creamicides in it. So it's stuff that's supposed to help my skin, help my moisture barrier and all that stuff. And I think what I got from my esthetician, from the esthetician that I went to, did work. But like I said, I am causing problems faster than I can heal them. So I have to stop causing the problems in order for that to really work. And that's my facial skin routine. That has nothing, I don't do it on my body. Hold on, I feel like this is too dark. Okay, this is looking better. There we go. So yeah, that's just my facial routine. So it has nothing to do with what's on my actual, like what's on my body. So and that shit is like low-key, high-key expensive. So I don't know, I'm not putting that on my body. Like I need body care stuff that has enough active ingredients for my body to do that, because that's a lot. Number 2 is get professional help. We broke. Number 3, this is the part that got me upset, and I really wanted to cry, and I really wanted to just like, I did that. I screamed. I said, ah! My cat's sleeping. She don't even care. Ah. She's out like a light. But the third thing they said is to exercise regularly. Do y'all know what I was doing? I don't know why it's not focusing. Focus on me. How do you know where I am and refuse to focus? I don't understand. Okay. So it says that exercising regularly, and it's like, bruh, do y'all know how, like, I can't lie, I have a love-hate relationship with exercising, because I like it. I like, getting the results. I like trying to work my body out, but at the same time, because I was never into sports, I was never into this, I was never really an active person prior to me working out last year. Because I was working out to reach a weight goal in my head. I wasn't working out for overall health and well-being. So since I hit my weight goal, I'm like, I don't need to work out anymore, because if I keep working out, I'm going to wither away into nothingness, and there won't be a Melissa anymore. Because right now I'm already 128 pounds. Well, I ate bad food for like the whole week last week. So right now I'm at like 135, which is the most that I've weighed in like a couple of months. But I've been 128 going down to like 125 recently, so I'm like, I don't really need to work out. I'm gonna expire. I'm just gonna be a stick. But now this is talking about working out. Aggressive skin picking is mostly caused by stress, anxiety, negative moods. Adopting a consistent exercise routine is the best way to reduce stress. And it's just like, is that, I think they said something about, okay, the next thing is develop healthy self-care rituals. So That's like eating healthy, a regular skincare routine, meditating, all of that stuff. And it's like, that's stuff that I'm already supposed to be doing, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to meditate. I don't want to work out. I don't want to do any of these things, but they keep fucking popping up. They keep popping up. They keep popping up. Oh, that's literally how I feel. Like, damn. I can't do anything unless I meditate and I exercise and eat healthy. I can't. Like, oh my gosh. That's like the answer to everything. That's the answer to having money. That's the answer to doing well in school. That's the answer to, and it makes sense because everything is interconnected. And when you're not putting that energy into other things, it spills into other stuff. When I work out, I'm tired. When I'm tired, I don't feel like doing a lot of extra shit. I do what I need to do and I get the stuff done, and that's it. I don't have time to lounge around because I'm in a routine. And I've been trying to get back to that, but I really haven't, because if I really was trying to get back to that, I would be doing it. So I'm just gonna do it. See, and that's another thing too, because I was gonna say I'm gonna just do it for a week. That's not really a good thing for me, because if I give myself a date, once that date comes, it's over. I'm done. I'm not doing it no more. It is what it is. And I need to be making habits, like daily habits, like this is my life now, not this is what I'm doing for this week. But it's also annoying. Have you ever tried to work out every day for a year? Have you done that? Have you really? I worked out every day for over 160 days. Every day for over 160 days. It's not even that bad. It's not bad. And that's the thing. I don't want to make it seem like it's bad. It's not bad. It's work. That's all it is work. You know what I don't really like doing? I don't like doing work. It's just, if I could find an easier way to do it, if I could kind of skim around, but you can't. So I just wanted to just rant and talk about this. Obviously, I need to start working out and meditating, because it's something that's been on my mind to do. And that's the part that's getting me so annoyed too, is because I've been thinking about doing it, because I know it'll help. I know it'll help me. But it's work. And a lot of people don't want to put that work in. I am one of those people. Why? Because work is hard. That's why it's work. But it pays off, and it always does. So I'm like, it's really getting to a point now where I really don't like my skin. So I have no choice but to do that. And then another thing I'm gonna do to help this out too, I'm gonna buy a Rubik's Cube, and I'm also gonna buy some stress squeeze balls, because I get overwhelmed thinking about the work that I should be doing, or why am I not at this point that where I want to be at? Why don't we have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube yet? We have over 100. We're like, pretty sure we have 147 videos up on YouTube right now. We do not have 1,000 subscribers. We do not have 4,000 watch hours. You need those to become monetized. And it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's not at the same time. It's more so I feel like I've been putting in the work, but I haven't been reaping the benefits of putting in the work. I've been washing my face consistently. I've been showering. I've been exfoliating. I've been doing a skincare routine. My skin is not looking like how it's supposed to, but I'm not doing 100% of the work. So it's just annoying to. I like things not being my fault. I like things not being my fault. I like doing things so that, just to make sure that somebody else doesn't have to say to me. I like skirting around taking the blame of things. I don't like being the blame of something. And the thing is, if you are not if I'm not saying that what is happening is my fault, if I'm saying that, oh, I don't know why my skin is acting like this, it's not my fault my skin is doing this, how am I gonna fix it if it's not my fault that it's happening? See, I'm about to scratch this shit right now. But how am I gonna fix it if I'm telling myself it's my fault? It's not my fault. It is my fault. And I need to figure out how to fix it. So I'm gonna start. I'm very reluctant to say these words. I am, because I don't want to do it. I'm fighting every being in my soul to say that I'm gonna do this thing. So I'm going to do this thing. I don't want to, but I'm going to, and I'm gonna document my, I don't know if I'll call it my, I don't even know what to call it. Just look out for these videos. It might be in a series or something. It'll come out. But I do want to shed some light to this problem that I have, and I know other people might have it too. I know other people may not be able to afford a dermatologist. Like I can't afford a dermatologist, but it feels really good getting this off my chest. And I'm assuming that this is what therapy is like. So, like I said, therapy, might have to check that out someday. But I'm gonna just end this video here.
Top tier, top floor, top shotter, you are not top 5. To be completely 100, these people can't keep me from coming, I'm moving now. What you doing tomorrow? If you wanna do it, I say you get to it now. I see the view from the top of the podium, out of your sodium wingspan. I am the they itching to see when you sitting with me, you a wingman.